50 basically lead to Dark as 250s led. Scythe's going to get back and get that boost. Dark coming off the wall, looking for a flip reset, is able to get it. Blues is back, but not able to save it, and Dark starts off with a bang.
That is beautiful, KG. Great way to start the game early on, 10 seconds in.
Yeah, hang on a moment. Owls break through. Just not able to find the shot. All four players in the server. Oh, AFK! I mean, there are dunks and there are extra mustard dunks, and that one is the latter. Beautiful on the over Zuggs. Ollie had no idea whether he was coming or going. Owls take a 2-1 lead.
Dunk off of Chaka. Freak gonna send it out. Chaka is gonna have it right here. Maybe a little too much of a boom, but Chaka's applying that pressure and it's gonna go off the top and bottom, but Freak is there for the follow-up.
Oh, he had to hit it one side, he had to hit the post a little bit, and the crossbar, and he had to hit the same crossbar and the same post to get it to goal, and I think that's just teamwork right there. One said, I do it, you do it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Frontier Doubles League. Tonight, we have ourselves a great elite match today in our semifinals with Penguins versus Unicorns, and I'm joined here with a co-host today, KJ. How are you doing?
What is up, Buttercup? How are we feeling? I am super excited. A little upset about the picture that's being used right now, but it's fine. I was hoping for a smiley face, but you know, I can't get what I want. But it's all good. I'm excited for this one. You know, Penguins. Penguins, Unicorns. This is about to be a good one.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I gotta say, this game looks very interesting so far. Let's get this started.
Yeah, it's listen, I don't I can't exactly give, because I haven't really watched too much of the Elite League, but I can't exactly give either one of these teams the this team's gonna win for sure, because you know both of them are very solid and they're obviously playing solid enough to be able to get here to begin with.
Yeah, and I gotta say, going straight into this match, it's been a while, you know. We took a little break here from FDL, so I'm a little rusty personally. I don't know about you, KJ.
I'm always rusty. I'm like Lightning McQueen's sponsor in cards. I am a part of the Rusties team, and you too can get good oil with Rusties. And that's our first goal. Good. What a good shot by Caden. Quick turn on that as well.
Yeah, and unfortunate misflip there by Void, giving Caden that little bit of an open net.
Yeah, I mean, those are the golden opportunities that you have to take advantage of. And I'm going to be honest, if Caden would have missed that, he would have been kicking himself in the rear end for missing that, because that was such a golden opportunity for him to be able to take.
Mm-hmm.
They don't come much here in the Elite League.
No, they do not. And, ooh, a little awkward here from Caden. Quick beat there from Nutrition. Void with possession. Chooses to get over Elite. Now in the corner with not a lot of boost. Doesn't get the 50. Caden clears this one. Elite pushing this one upfield. Little touch there by Nutrition. Nutrition getting a little bit of a pinch. Trying to make Caden awkward there. Now Void banging this one out middle. Elite cuts him off. Nutrition is there. Will bang it to the sidewall. Now Caden with not a lot of boost will steal the possession from Nutrition though. Nutrition off the wall. Reset. Won't be able to do a whole lot with it though, and gets beat by Caden. Now Caden with 100 boost and a little bit of a 1v1. Takes the flick, sends it top right. That's a great play there.
Yeah, good control there from Caden, recognizing that, you know, both Penguins players are on the rotate back, and Nutrition just overshot that just by a small margin. He may have had that save if he had taken his time.
Mm-hmm. Now Caden.
Oh,
that one's gonna hurt.
That's depressing.
You hate to see it, KJ.
Oh, absolutely. And Caden is definitely going to want that opportunity back, because now with him being in the 1v1, does handle it very well. What a cut. Oh my goodness. That's an open net for Caden, and that's his third goal in game 1. And just as a reminder for everybody, we did forget to say this, Clover. This is a best of 7.
Right. I did forget about that, actually.
So game 1 isn't exactly like if you lose game 1, it's not horrible. It still can do something to the mental mindset, but it is only game 1. You know what they say: first game, worst game. So I think right now that's what the Penguins are kind of, at least halfway through this first game. I think that's kind of what they're chalking it up to, just trying to get warmed up.
And everyone's just kind of messing around right now.
Yeah, I gotta do a little research on this. Hold on 1 second. Okay. I need to see. Have these guys played each other at all this season?
I don't know, actually.
Let me do a little. Okay, well, thank you from our sideline casting crew. From what I'm understanding is that the Penguins and Unicorns did play each other in week 7, and the Penguins won that one. That's still right. That one happened in 5. Thank you to our streamer Thor. They were actually Clover. They were all close games. So that's actually kind of interesting. So just to give you the score lines here, game 1 was 3-2, game 2 4-1, game 3 3-4, game 4 4-5, and game 5 7-5. And the Penguins did end up taking that 5th game. So I think on the mental side, the Penguins have it, but in the actual game right now that we're watching, the Unicorns have just been dominant.
That's quite a switch up, isn't it? Right?
In terms of what?
Did you say that Penguins took home in week 7?
Yes, the Penguins won in 5, 3-2. 3 games to 2.
With how this game's going, I'm kind of surprised. Then.
Well, they both do have the same record, so they are even on that. So it's I don't know. This is a weird one. Oh,
That was a good fake there, but from Nutrition. Has the reset, doesn't use it. Gets both of them.
yeah, that's a great job. Clover, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, 2 things. One, usually I like to take a minute and see who my co-caster thinks will win this game. But now let's see if this kind of changes your mind a little bit, as this is a full 100% rematch.
And
Who
Penguins
do you
won their
think wins
last.
this? Yeah, Penguins won the meeting.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Unicorns, because they're really showing up in this last game, or in this first game. Sorry.
Caden said, "Elite, you're not allowed to have any goals in this one. It takes his 5th goal." Being called selfish is a crazy thing in a game of 2s. So, Clever, as we end near the end of game 1, the Penguins are going to be able to get a little bit of momentum. What do you think the Penguins need to do a little bit different going into game 2? Because, like, that right there, that control, that made a difference.
Honestly, I feel like their boost management isn't as well as it should be, as well as they're a little too close when they need to be, or when they don't need to be.
So over-aggression is a little, maybe not the best game to play. But just looking at these stats, I mean, Caden, 5 goals on 6 shots. Poor Elite had himself an opportunity for a goal, and Caden said, "No, that's mine." But I think we need to see a little bit more out of Void. I feel like he hasn't really had an opportunity to shine.
I gotta agree with that as well. As he definitely didn't look like he could be, it looked like he could be playing a lot better. I think there was just a few mishaps that caused a couple goals, and if he could figure that out, I'm pretty sure we have ourselves a lot closer of a game 2.
I think we have a lot closer of a series because 5-2 in a game 1. That's not. It's not a huge difference for score, but it's big enough that it can weigh on the mental mindset. But as we do get ready to get into game 2, I have to agree with you. I think that if the Penguins start playing a little bit, not necessarily extra cautious on rotations, but I think if they start being a little less aggressive, I think I think game 2 may end up going in their favor.
Caden with the save, not a lot of boost. Tries to control the ball, gets a 50 on Void. Void seeming a lot more aggressive this game already, right off the bat. Elite going for the reset. Void with a cut early. Nutrition now with a 100 boost off of the back. Can't really do much with it. Caden's up for that. Void gets a clear out. Nutrition's there. Gets a little touch to make Caden just a tiny bit awkward. Caden taking this one to his back wall. Getting pre-jumped. Will stay with it. Gets beat by Nutrition. Elite now. Not a lot of boost. Misses that corner. And that could be a big decider here. But Caden making up for him. Void not quite able to beat out the 0 boost legend here. Elite carrying this one up the field. Caden can't quite take a shot. Nutrition's there to block it off. Now, Nutrition staying on this one. Trying to put it mid for Void. But we will see a save out of Elite. Void now controlling this to the corner. Wants that boost. Takes it up, gets a nice pop, gets a reset around Elite and into their net, and that's the Void we've been waiting to see.
I didn't think he had the boost for it. Like he was running through boost so quickly. What a shot! Oh my goodness! And finally we see that Void disgusting, gross nastiness that we've been waiting for. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm in like shock and awe right now.
No, yeah, I get it.
That was great. That was beyond perfect.
Ooh, that's a good pass by Void as well. It looks like he's really stepping up, and a great shot to follow it up by Nutrition.
Yeah, enough power on it. And the Unicorns having the opposite of being low boost on the defensive side, because up until this point they've had the boost to be able to potentially make those counterattacks happen, and just the Penguins have been doing a very good job of controlling the mid boost and making sure that they're able to get that pressure. That's weird.
That's a good shot. With no boost, Caden's still sinking that one. That's really good.
Yeah, no between the no boost and the sound that every Rocket League player hates to hear. The sound that is in my nightmares and in every single one of my dreams, that ding, ding. Oh, what a save by Nutrition. Oh, definitely get it. Never mind. I can't say that on stream. I saw the chat before the game.
Void getting a little touch forward to make Caden a little awkward with not a lot of boost. Chooses to stay on it. Pass to Nutrition. Nutrition, just a little bit of a miss, but still keeps the ball in his possession. Now Void with the boost. Takes it to the back wall. Does get beat out by Caden. Now Caden, no boost. Will get the respect he needs, but Void, with all the disrespect in the world, Nutrition can't quite find the double tap, but Void barely not able to find the follow-up, and there's that ting we were talking about.
God, my ears are gonna ring with it. And what a save by Nutrition, and Elite able to follow that up and put that one in. tie game, 2 minutes left. Penguins started out quick, and I'm not gonna lie, they've kind of slowed down a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotta agree with that. On this kickoff, though, hopefully we see a change of tide here. Caden versus Nutrition. Nutrition getting the better 50 out of it, but Elite not quite able to do much there, but Caden picking this one up. Void hits his corner boost. Nutrition with a great clear.
This is a
Now
good
Caden
opportunity.
rushing back. We'll find a little bit of a block there, but Nutrition out middle. Void a little too close up on that play. Will give Elite the ball. Now Elite trying to find the double, but Nutrition blocking him off on the back wall. Caden, a little bit of a pop to himself, but Nutrition clearing that one out. Now Void getting another touch there, trying to push this one even more forward. Elite pushing this one out. He sees Nutrition's pretty close. It's a good demo by Caden, but not good enough. Elite taking this back to the back wall. And KJ, this has to be a really, really close game compared to game one.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to 100% agree on that one all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. I will say I don't know if I like the try to pinch pass from Nutrition because they had a perfect opportunity. Nutrition had the boost, and Void was running right down the middle. Could have just passed him right across, and the Penguins would be up 3-2. But instead, the Unicorns are going to be up 3-2 and almost up 4-2 with a great save by Nutrition. I don't know. The decision making is a little funky for me, but then again, that's why I'm an adept and these guys are elite, and I'll never see the bright side of GC.
Fair enough.
They know what they're doing. I don't. I play the game, and yeah, that's about it.
Hey, I'm right there with you, man. But, boy, that's a great 50, but Caden trying to control this one. Not a lot of boost to do it. Goes for the reset, fakes out the musty, tries to take a power shot, can't quite find it. Nutrition now popping this one up to himself. Trying to get a 50 on Elite. Fakes out Elite. Caden will be back for that. Void. Now pushing this one over. Avoids the demo. Needs this shot here. Tries to find a dunk, can't find it. You know, Nutrition, the last bit of hope has seemed to fade, and Unicorns will take game 2.
So Unicorns up now 2-0. We saw a little bit out of the Penguins, but they just got shut down in the second half of that game. I mean, it almost like they took their foot off the gas. Void had himself a better game than he did in game one, but we've got to see more out of him. I really think between him and Nutrition, they can really take this series and they can take it as far as it needs to go, which would be to game 7. But if they're not playing a full 5 minutes and they're only trying to keep it to halftime, I don't foresee the Penguins coming back in this one.
You know, I'm kind of with that, but if they keep their pattern, they played a lot better this game. If they play better next game, we're going to see things turn around really quick.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously, like, regardless of what game that we're talking about, whether it's Elite League, Origin League, it's any given Sunday, any given day, anybody can do anything. I do think that the Penguins do have the potential to really start popping off and getting this series back into their control, but we got to see more out of Void. The passing plays were there, and the demos were almost there too. But I don't know. It seems to be a little bit of a struggle for the Penguins right now to match 100% this Unicorn offense and defense, for that matter.
And right off the bat, Caden taking that first goal, 1-0 for the Unicorns, 4:33 left. It's looking like our Penguins are getting a little scrambled.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you there. two in the corner will get you scored on almost every single time. And that was just a really bad commit there from Nutrition.
Ooh, that's a really good shot.
Putting that right out of the reach of Nutrition. That was one heck of a snipe. Bottom left corner. Really, really, really good job.
Void takes the shot. Nutrition trying to pop this one off the back wall. Void now with the ball. Gets a flick over one. Elite. Barely enough boost to be able to get that save. And then Void keeping this one in with low boost. He doesn't need it. Takes the shot. Not quite on. Caden now with no boost. Big 50 from Nutrition. Elite clearing this one out. Keeping them away from the attack. Void now not quite able to do a whole lot there. And Nutrition kind of missing. But will get the ball back to his teammate.
It kind of makes you think that there's maybe a comm issue. But that's definitely not a comm issue there. That's a great pre-jump from Nutrition. And holy smokes. From half field too. Sheesh. Yeah, you gotta slip it a sheesh every once in a while.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's a good kickoff for the Penguins, but it's just like moments like that. It just doesn't make any sense to me. You know, you get a really good kickoff, but the Penguins just opting to give up control. Like you're down in the series, you're down in this game, and you're giving ball control. That's not going to win you a game.
Now, Caden trying to force Nutrition out of this play. Void with a little bit of a fake. Nutrition not quite able to find a shot. Void popping this one up. Trying to keep Caden a little awkward here. Now Nutrition not quite able to do a whole lot with that ball. Void trying to get that back to his teammate. Tries to go early, and that's a great demo by Caden, and Elite just pushes that one right in there.
Yeah, I think if Void doesn't double jump there, I think he's able to get a good challenge, and that literally just opened the door up for Caden. Jesus.
Caden, that's a good shot, but Void clearing this one out. Chooses to stay with it, gets a reset. Gets it a little over Elite. Now Elite forced onto his back wall. Trying to get this one over to Caden if he can. Nutrition barely off the back wall. And then Caden now in a 1v1, and we know how he handles those with a demo. And leaves the ball for Elite to push that one right in.
I thought that ball was gonna go in, and I was gonna be like, yeah, you definitely called that one, and then the demo came through. I'm like, yep, he answers it with a demo. Yep, that tracks. That definitely tracks. Oh, good kickoff here. Caden opted to get that mid boost, which I think that's probably the difference between these two teams right now is the boost management, but also the boost control. It's just, it seems to be all unicorns. And because this is currently looking like game number 1, especially with that 4-1 scoreline. Did Nutrition come off the ceiling for that?
I didn't quite see, actually.
I think he did. Unfortunately, we don't have instant replay here in the FTL unless there's a goal scored. Maybe that's something to think about for next season.
That would be cool.
Somebody don't have there are 2 members on the field right now that don't have axles. And yeah, it's Elite and Caden after that, because that was such a good dribble and cut by Void. And this may end up being a goal as well, but Void misses it. Oh my goodness. Oh, come on, guys. We're starting to look like me out here.
Anyway, We've got Void. It's a big demo on Elite. Following up from Caden. Nutrition trying to put this one on net. Elite with a good save though. Elite pushing that one upfield, trying to get that corner boost. Will succeed to do so. Trying to keep this one in. It's a little dangerous for Void here. It's a little bit of a pinch to make Elite awkward. Now Elite floating in the air. Caden missing that ball. There's not a lot of boost to recover. Elite now not able to do a whole lot. Can't quite get the save, and Void pushing that one in to the top left corner. That's really good placement for where his opponent. You
got
All
this.
right.
I believe in you. English do be hard sometimes.
It do be.
But yeah, I mean, I think Nutrition wishes that he would have put that on target, but it was on target enough to be able to count as a good pass. Just the unfortunate side of that was that the Unicorns just had no response to Caden's just absolutely destroyed himself on the backflip. But hey, there's 19 seconds left. Penguins are going to be able to tie it up here. And hey, listen, we here in the FDL have a saying that the greatest thing besides a Game 7 is Game 7 overtime. It may be Game 3, but I would love to see an overtime right now.
I mean, we have yet to see an overtime in this series, no?
No, and that's a Spanish kickoff, by the way.
And it looks like it's not going to work out, but the Penguins up now. Void keeping this one up. That's a little dangerous if Elite catches. And
that's in.
Our overtime is ruined.
Oh my god, he caught everything on that shot. Wow. Well, Unicorns winning this one, Clover. Unicorns are now on match point. Do the Penguins have what it takes to bring it back?
I guess we're just going to have to wait and find out. And it was looking at the end of that game that the Penguins were really trying to lock in there. And Nutrition, now on the bottom of the Penguins leaderboard, that's new.
Yeah, it is. The other thing, and this one's kind of a little... shots and saves are very telling statistics, and the Unicorn defense, I mean, they've been there to be able to save everything that needed to be saved. The Unicorns only had 3 shots that did not go fully on target. They were counted as shots, but no saves from the Penguins. Penguins had 13 shots and only able to put in 4. The opportunities are there for the Penguins. They're just not taking advantage of them.
They're not executing properly is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, if the Penguins want any hope of being able to execute, they're going to have to execute in this game here because this is do or die. No choice but to reverse sweep.
No choice. Now Penguins really got to lock in here. Nutrition, Caden with a great sheet up on the kickoff. Nutrition not quite finding a touch. Will get a reset, doesn't use it. Takes his time here against Elite in a little bit of a 1v1. Elite going for the pre. Nutrition getting it around him. Getting a pass out to Void. Void taking the shot, and that's a great play there. Instead of going towards the net, goes out towards the midfield to get it to Void. That's a new strategy we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, I like that too. You pull that that last defender out because Caden full committed for that. Now I don't know if maybe these guys are like, communicating to each other and they're like, hey, let's go for the content. But that was just like you said, that was a great play by the Penguins, be able to utilize the entire field, and got to give Nutrition props for that one.
Oh yeah, 100%. And Void with a greatly placed shot into the bottom left. Aiden taking this back. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I don't know. This is not... I honestly did not expect this. I did not expect the way that this series has gone so far.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, I don't think the Penguins or Unicorns expected this series to go this way either.
Now Caden trying to get a pinch off his wall. Can't quite find it. Void passing this one out middle. Elite takes it to the corner of the wall. Caden with a beat. Can he find the double? Not quite. Will find the corner boost now. Elite a little awkward missing that ball. Caden popping it up. Trying to buy his teammates some time here. Going for a bump. Trying to threaten. Void getting a better 50 out of Caden. Elite now. Taking it to his back wall. Getting it under Void. Now with no boost. Trying to just put some pressure onto Nutrition. Trying to put this one out mid for his teammate. Will do so. Caden. Not quite able to find the shot on. Void will block him. Now Caden taking this one back to his corner. Got a little bit of a pre-jump here from Nutrition. Void trying to get a Cookser pinch out. Elite pushing this one upfield. Trying to find his teammate, but that's a great clear there. Elite now trying to find this corner boost. Void going for the demo. Nutrition faking out Caden. Nutrition over Elite. Nutrition no boost and still doing a lot on the field today, KJ.
Yeah, and Nutrition has just been all over the place as that's almost dunked into the back of the net. That would have been absolutely ridiculous. And to be honest with you, that would have just been the way that the Penguins series has been going. But either way, Nutrition, again, like you said, maybe not have a lot of boost, but has been very effective both on offense and defense. Just probably not as effective as he'd like to be. Because, I mean, they are down 3-0.
Now Elite picking a shot on will bring their game to 1-1.
That's not what you want to see, but what a bump by Caden. Put Nutrition completely out of place, and Elite an even better placement of that shot. Bottom left corner, that seems to be the Unicorns' favorite place to shoot the ball in this series so far.
Yeah, I gotta agree there, but Void, that's a big pre-jump there. Nutrition, great pop up to himself off of the ceiling to the back wall, but Elite blocking him off. Now Elite with no boost. Gonna be a little awkward against Void here, but will get a clear over and make him a little awkward. Takes their corner boost. Caden with a big demo. Caden, I gotta say, he's had a lot of aggression here today.
Yeah, and it's definitely been paying off for him because I believe that's his 10th or 11th goal in this series. And that is insane. What a play. Like this, I mean, I don't know if it's game sense or if it's just peaking or what is going on, but Caden has almost single-handedly controlled this entire series.
Oh yeah, 100%. Definitely my personal MVP of this game so far. Void trying to tie this one up. Elite clearing it out, but Nutrition now. Grabbing that corner boost, going up to the ceiling. Elite challenging him off that. Void now getting a little bit of action going on there with Elite. It's a big clear. It could be a little awkward. Caden trying to get that sidewall redirect. Now Nutrition taking his time, gets it around Elite. Nutrition going for the air dribble bump on Caden, and it will pay off. Caden, a little too awkward to save that one.
Hashtag air dribble cringe. But it works out. Caden ended up flying up a little too high, but you know what? Nutrition will say, I will take that gladly, and I will take that every day because we got a tie game with a minute left.
Indeed, and now we've got Void here off of his corner. Caden, a little bit of a pre-jump on him. Might pay off, but Nutrition taking this one up to the wall. They'll get a little bit of a 50 there. Elite now with 100 boost, trying to control this ball. Nutrition now with no boost. We'll get a beat on Caden. We'll get their corner boost. Nutrition trying to put this one out mid, but Elite blocking him off now. Elite faking it for Caden. Void now with the boost, with the ball. Oh, that's a great save there from Caden. Caden getting bumped though. Oh, that is not what you like to see.
Oh,
and Void has gone AFK.
Oh, that is heartbreaking. Oh, I mean, a great shot by Caden, but the Penguins had a 100% open net, and Nutrition coming in and bumping Void. That's really depressing. As we get into the last 10 seconds. Oh. Will they keep it up? Nope. And the Unicorns are going to take this series 4-0.
I gotta say, that's quite a turnaround.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing I got to say is that was a very depressed. I don't think that really showcased how good that the Penguins actually are.
Yeah. Probably just a bad day for our Penguins here. And you hate to see it, but Unicorns are now in the finals of our playoffs, I believe.
Yes, because that was a semifinal match.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about that one. That was rough. That was rough to watch.
That was.
Too many mistakes from the Penguins, and it ended up costing them. And I mean, that's just what happens. The Unicorns were able to capitalize on the mistakes of the Penguins, and the Penguins just weren't able to make the shots land where they needed them to.
Yeah.
I also don't know if we're going to get an interview out of these two.
I have no idea either.
An invite has been sent to see if we can get these guys in here, but I don't know. Clover, this is for the Penguins to have the kind of season that they had, and the Unicorns to have the kind of season that they had. Both of them ending off 6-4, both of them making it here to the semifinals. The Penguins just they look rough. They're rough around the edges. Maybe they should have played a different lineup, but I don't know. It was almost like the comms just were not there for that team.
Yeah. Probably just not their best day today, which is unfortunate, but what can you really do, you know? It's just a game.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I would have loved to have seen a Game 7 overtime with these two teams.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like I might have put money down on it, and I don't gamble, and I don't have any money. But that's that. And it looks like we are gonna be able to speak with Caden. And welcome in, Caden. Congratulations. You guys move on to the finals. How are you feeling after that 4-0 win?
Honestly, felt pretty great. We got a quick and easy sweep. We were expecting a bit of a longer series, so we went into it like a little bit more anxious, and then we started off so strong, the nerves just faded immediately.
Yeah, for sure. Clover, I'm going to turn it over to you real quick. Do you have any questions for this man?
I gotta say, after the first series against the Penguins, how did it feel after winning that first game?
Felt pretty good. It was a 5-2 victory, I think. So we were pretty confident just after that game alone. We were like, we could tell they're nervous, and we were just going to play off that.
And just a question about our Penguins here.
Mhm.
Do you think they could have played a lot better?
Yeah, it looked like Void was struggling quite a lot. We actually had a series against them in regular season where we lost 3-2. And granted, both me and Elite were having a bad day in that series, but we actually almost came back without comms. So, like, going into this one, we knew if we just came in strong, like, with comms, we were going to win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I gotta say, congratulations. 4-0's
Thank you.
a decently big deal, I would say.
Thank you.
So,
And
go ahead. Go.
no, I was gonna turn it over to you.
Oh, hey, that's perfectly fine. So I only have two major questions. So you, Caden, absolutely popped off in that whole series. I believe if I'll have to check my count, but I believe you had at least 12 goals in that series. Going
Yeah.
into this semifinal match against the team that you had lost to, was there any sort of doubt that you could have a peak performance?
No, honestly, I really didn't have a warm up, so I was going in blind, just going with the flow. But I'm glad it worked out and it went well.
You guys definitely were in flow state for most of that series. The other question that I have is, and then we'll get to the final question of the day. In that third game, it was 4-3. The Penguins score and tie. Was there a worry of overtime? And if so, do you think you guys could have pulled it out? Because the Penguins really started to get aggressive there in the last minute.
Yeah, if like this is no shade towards the Penguins or anything like that, but in comms, me and Elite like started trolling. I could tell Void was having a rough time, so I was starting to like hard chase nutrition, and it kind of got us scored on a few times, but we ended up locking in and getting it back.
All right, well, Clover, do you have any other questions?
No, actually I don't.
All right, well, then this is the last question of the day. You guys make it to the finals. Who are you hoping wins the other match? Which I have no idea what the other match is.
I really don't have a preference. We're just gonna try and do our best to win.
So it'll be between the Owls and the Huskies.
I don't know if you know anything about All Stars. I played with Poofy in All Stars. He's pretty good. We ended up beating the Huskies in a really close series, 3-2, during regular season. We never got to play the Owls because they forfeited against us, so going into Owls would be a lot more unknowing, but I think we're ready for the Huskies.
All right, well, if Clover, if you don't have anything else, if you don't mind, I'd like to take us out.
I just gotta say, good luck in your finals match.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, well, that's going to do it here for us here in the FDL. Please join us tomorrow at 7 p.m., where we have the Owls taking on the Huskies. You will be joined by Mia and Clover again. And hopefully, you guys have a great weekend and a good rest of your night.